was always drawn towards art as a form of a visual expression. Art was always a form of emancipation for me. It made me feel less alone in my vulnerability. Pakistan has seen little evolution in the field of jewelry design. This is the reason why I moved from jewelry designer to a metalsmith. The main idea behind this is to understand and to discover interesting ways when our own creativity and interesting ideas can merge with the indigenous techniques to create a very innovative form of jewelry and product line. My name is Amna Rizwan and my dream is to introduce metalsmithing across art schools in Pakistan.
My favorite part of the pie baking process is zesting the lemons. I've always been a fan of desserts that have a fruity flavor or a tangy kick to them. My first experience with pie was at a Kroger, which is a grocery store. So I decided to give it a try, and boy did I fall in love. After returning to Pakistan, I went on a hunt for good pie but failed to find any. Our initial growth was entirely due to word of mouth. I decided to start a Facebook page, and Piecycle was the first name that came to mind because our pies were being delivered on a motorcycle. Today we have an outlet, we offer delivery services in the city, and we're planning to expand to Islamabad. My name is Azhar Zahir, and Piecycle is my way of bringing an American classic to the Pakistani market.
The education system in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is facing a lot of issues. 3 million children, they are out of school, out of which 2/3 are girls. DAC is working with 1300 community schools and trying to design and implement policies so that we can improve our education indicators in province. It is very important for policymakers to design policies while they talk to these children. My role as an executive director is to visit schools to get to know about the issues the teachers and students are facing in these community schools. My name is Bushra Rahim, and my fight is to educate every child in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa.
I'm drawn towards events that revolve around injustice and violence. Through documentary films, I try to immortalize these events so that years and years from now, people can look at my work and get to know about the kinds of mistakes their predecessors have made so that they can actually learn from them. When I returned to Pakistan, I continued to focus on making films that tackled a diverse range of social, political, and human rights issues. The award brought a lot of praise and recognition to my team as well as myself, but at the same time we also faced a lot of criticism. A lot of people complain about what they thought was a negative image of Pakistan. People say we're cynics. I'd say we're just people who don't want to give anyone the impression that things are fine around them when they really aren't. My name is Haya Fatma Iqbal, and I want to make films that build empathy among people all across the world.
Having worked in Pakistan for 2 years, I knew that transportation was a huge concern for a working woman, particularly in Islamabad and Rawalpindi, where there are not very many options to travel to work. There are issues with safety, reliability. I was always into kind of using technology to improve lives and creating a social impact. The feedback really has been overwhelming. as soon as girls register, they really tell us that, this is very much needed, and they really thank me when they're registering. They're like, thank you for starting this. My name is Hirabatul Rizvi, and running SheCab is my way to give back to Pakistan.
I had a knack for business from the start and wanted to bring innovation to business, but was frustrated by the fact that people weren't demanding new products or technologies. So I wanted to go to the US to study better about how these people were making their spending decisions based on their constrained incomes. People in the US were making transition to renewable sources like solar. So this got me thinking about renewable energy and how it could contribute more towards Pakistani households' energy consumption. I think solar energy can be a game changer. It can not only provide reliable energy, but also at a very low cost. Research shows that productivity gains and welfare gains are the highest when people move from basic lighting technologies to solar lighting. Our goal for the next decade is to ensure that people from rural and urban areas are able to meet their own energy needs, which is why our slogan is Apni Bijli Khud Banao. My name is Mohammad Shahryar, and my goal is to harness green energy to power Pakistan, one household at a time.
As the energy crisis in the country, and especially in Punjab, escalated, the government decided to open up a company to have a 1000 megawatt solar park. Challenges that were coming in about solar especially was that this technology was not known to Pakistanis. When I got transferred, I did not have anything. So no space, no place to say it, no HR and no money. And I thought that, I have to fight back. In 1 year time, we started the company, launched the power plant. In a span of another 6 months, we implemented the whole project of 100 megawatts of solar power plant in Qaeda Solar Park. It was one of the largest pilot in the world. As I spend my time in public sector, I feel that the opportunity that comes across me is ample, and there is a lot of work that needs to be done to improve the lives of the people of Pakistan. So I have to be inside the system to bring this change. My name is Najim Shah, and my mission is to restore the people's faith in Pakistan's civil service.
I never knew what the urgency of people's healthcare needs are. For example, if a baby comes out and needs neonatal resuscitation, you have only 1 minute in which you can save that baby's life. A midwifery degree actually gives me the micro-level context that I need to go with my macro-level degree to be a better public health practitioner. People come to the Lady Dufferin Hospital for specialized maternity care. A lot of them still are unable to afford very basic and urgent things. It was instances like these that led me to start the Mama Baby Fund, which is a rapid response fund that caters to the needs of mothers and newborns. In its first 10 months, the Mama Baby Fund has been able to help more than 150 families at the Lady Dufferin Hospital alone. My name is Neha Mankani, and my mission is to provide women with quality maternal and neonatal health care.
For as long as I can remember, the thing that excited me most about architecture was the actual experience of moving through spaces, the feel of the floor under your feet, light bouncing off a wall. So I think that sensorial aspect of architecture is something I've always been excited about. Almost always, what I like to have in my projects is some place for nature, and most importantly, an architecture that is sustainable for a country with scarce resources. When I'm designing on paper or on the screen, there's a different scale to it. And when the thing is actually built, all the human senses are engaged, that's when the power of that piece of architecture really becomes clear to the architect. My name is Saifullah Sami, and I want to create extraordinary spaces that nurture and inspire.
I've come across a few individuals who've discouraged me from playing sports simply because I think they'd want me to exhibit more ladylike behavior, because somehow playing sports is not ladylike. But having gone through all of that, I think I've come out a more stronger person, and I don't see anything wrong with what I'm doing. Through my degree program, I had the chance to go to Ecuador, South America, where I implemented my sports and development project with underprivileged children. Sport has a beauty to it, and it can add so much value to your life like it has done to mine. I'd want to spend most of my time promoting it even after I'm done playing. My name is Sana Mahmood, and I want to help create role models for Pakistani women in sport.
My favorite group of people on the road? Pedestrians. They don't care. This is why we don't have walkways and footpaths in Karachi. We don't need them. Even if you're going at 100 miles an hour, somebody will come on road and pretend they're Magneto. You're going, they're like... With stand-up comedy, I really like to focus on the everyday life of a common Pakistani and try to find that point of reference that culturally we all can relate to and really find the funny in that. It's life gives you the biggest inspiration. I'm just one voice. It's about creating multiple voices. We really need a comedy culture. My name is Shahzad Ghias, and comedy is my way of giving Pakistan a sense of humor.
When I was an undergraduate student, I started liking economics because it deals with both micro and mass operations of our society. And the most important thing which I learned in economics was that it helps us to break the vicious circle of poverty by developing good economic theory and good economic models, and due to which people can have a better standard of living. The reason I joined FC College is that this is my alma mater and I want to serve it back. Most of the students I teach at the university are studying economics for the first time. And when they study economics, they come to realize that they are an economic agent of the society. They really comprehend that economics is involved in everything of their life. My name is Sulaiman Abdiya, and my goal is to promote empowerment through education.
When we think of robots, the first thing that comes into our mind are machine-like terminators. But robot is essentially anything that sends data, process it, and act upon that information. After the computer revolution and the internet revolution, this century is the century of robots. Robotics is poised to become a $70 billion global industry by 2025. So the urgency to bring robotics in Pakistan cannot be denied. My name is Talha Rahmani, and my aim is to lead Pakistan into the global robotics revolution.
As a kid, I was really fascinated by how my toys work. So this sparked a curiosity in me on learning how to build things. I feel like that this scholarship enabled me to do the crazy things that I've always wanted to do and basically science the shit out of things. We build customized hardware, electronics, software, mobile apps. We want to make sure that we let the world know that Pakistan has a lot of great engineers and we can definitely design and innovate products here as well.
My name is Umar Adnan and my goal is to bring technology designed in Pakistan to the world.